La Nkwantanang-Madina Municipal Assembly. Opinion of that year. Honorable Ibrahim Faila. Saying honorable. I'll pay you good morning.
Good morning, Papa. Michie Obia.
Obiajo. So Mijedi say Bibia Boko. Looking very smart and okay.
Bibia Boko.
Yeah, right. And I don't see that say. I mean, weekend enter say weekend yeah. You no Dawson, but to take time to grace the occasion and ye ba ajenga no na ye de Onua GC Community League ye de bremo no. It was na who ase uja obi bia na obe cancer. We are so much grateful. Yenhwe ye ton safra o ye confirm o she adwuma ase. The municipal assembly wo perspective adwuma eda ho no na uhu ne sen.
It is a Papa. Yamisha Munya need the kind of video asida kese e my rad. What do me manaduma akanya nde ebi ya se ayidin ko. So me no so media asida kese e ma His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, yamin kana ho yamin boano ni appointees ni nya ni enso nkwala ye ka ho yamin boy nya intimi nye juma no for the interest of the country and almighty. Ni oto so mi no so media say that kese e mama Madina for the assembly members, right from the presiding member eba ubia oka assembly ho na no obi won say me no mini nyana. Yes, yebo juma.
Edina eludi mi bad ya me brother me kan ye Jalil on
Jalil Peter Niodai Wahab, you know all of them. Mentimi body jani but nyame nya omo kese. Cause omo dey support kese bi eta ejumadi na nyankopon e dey share nsem to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama saying ntimi nye ema Madina for. Finally, Nchiake said they call Paramount Chief, His Eminence, Alaji Baba Sarki Seidu, and Togwe Vincent, and Ni Nkwantanang, and Agbugba Chief, Danfa, Otinibi, Omni Nyamichi, Omni. The technocrats who are the Omuye Juma, right from the head, Madam Abna. Ni nejuma fo ni nya yamin sha omo support our only taichi our only augmented system na policy a miso media beded say ye juma dia mama dina yamin sha omo ni nya na menim say one mo so omo bua na omo bua no na ebe ma ejuma na tompo like the way I earlier said in my remarks at the first confirmation day like I said Madina as at now has moved even beyond the status of being municipal. And therefore we have to do everything possible. And it is one of my policies.
Wow.
So may ni see Bia Enya Madina to the level of metropolitan assembly.
Wow.
And of course, someone who has been in the circles of local governance. I'm a practice of local governance.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a practitioner in that field. I'm a sanye facilitation in the local government. And I used to be the PRO Chalo. That's the chamber for local governance. And I say because of the human I have to go off that.
I see.
And also, my experience me. I made the boy. A human I may be shassing. And ya fin I may babesuya. Maybe. Me buy na me kick start. And one because for instance, there are some certain roads via my year maki. Even during the days of being an assembly member. Wow. For instance, maybe about 10, 15 years ago, I used to be the presiding member.
PM.
Yes, of the assembly.
You know the ins and outs. Most of them, the technocrats, you've worked with them before.
Yes.
And he is no novice to the assembly. We are talking about Honorable Ibrahim Faila, saying is someone who has named the job of a presiding member. You can equate it to the Speaker of Parliament in the local assembly until you know the kind of things he's been doing for us.
The local governance system is a miniature of the parliament. So it is a practice that when you do it well, what to be a year, inshallah, dachi be, I see. The one me nim say ne His Excellency John the man mama ebe hu me nim a any yempini focus no it should be Faila. Well, there are 1,001 people also fighting for the same position. But the question is, why was it Faila? Or why did they choose Faila? It is because they've seen a certain leadership skills in you. Say ubetimi aye amba krofo no. Nti no wabadia yema krofo no. Nti me ba na na ija. Shall say Eban Rose say Peter Rose me do me chisa to an extent. I will not mention the name. One of the directors say Faila. New ye senka obia edi chisa. I believe senka obia benya chefa e dey according put him. You see yes me mu chida because me nim say na system na etie. Whatever that I'll do in the interest of the community, meye ama Madina afan into mapa Efra, and I'm ready to do it. Currently, okay. One of the lobbying na me koye, the main cemetery road.
Okay.
Obia kwanso. We are traditionalist. We are Christian. We are Muslim. We Obia faso. And a sa road knows a linky to third gate. Until yet me sa road na debia ebeboa ama easy traffic congestion. One ema friends say ebi one omo nanti omo nam sa kwa no so eko cemetery ni omo areas no so enya omo better road to it. And that is one of the area that we started. Madina in a friend saying geographical history of Madina. Madina is in a very good linear forms. But because of yenya obia oye Madina ni intino me feel say ejuma duduana omentimi anye.
Oh, okay.
Being a son of the community, a Zongo product for that matter. Me sorry, you know, minimum areas in minimum areas all over. Instead, I'm sorry, you know, and I say, Mr. Ejuma, me say no. Let's start with the priorities.
Okay.
If we create all the linear forms from Zongo Junction, Echo, up to Ayimensa, down for TDB, all the surrounding areas, Agbogba, Nomninya, we say the traffic congestion, I imagine it be easy. Because Osha Madina, even the market city, market and one of the major capital markets that we have in Ghana today. If you are going to scale it in a equilibrium, Madina comes third. Right from Kaneshi, Agbubushi. Madina is third. Into the say, it's me a bibia, ebe in high, yen yuanum niam, mamenum, yan papanum, omuton adi wohono. I'm telling you, it will go a long way to help each and every one of us in Madina community. And that is what Faila is said to do with Madina community.
Ya can't Madina just as we can canon. A whole bush pa who can areas a whole bush here. Madina is one of the areas. Why you Jumo assembly ho as PM da, and now you are the chief. Difference not to saying, see, I want to take all the major decisions. Difference not to saying.
Difference in the papa and easy.
And easy oh.
A very vast difference. Very big. But say because I've already equipped myself with the status of the assemblyship. And I'm easy. For instance, meeting your electorates and I'm meeting your constituents. One of the major things that you need to abide by it. Maybe regional minister Kwafrebe. Wow. There is a woman that I wanted to meet you. I say wabahon maybe. And I oba in line I obedu hono. And I'm telling even yesterday I closed from office 11 minutes to 10 o'clock PM. 11 to 10.
So sorry, the traffic and pay was sign
I'm ordinary person. I feel to continue who I am. Yes, I don't want to be because of your rescue. Because nyame say or penipa ubre wanse. Ono peja umono na one kasa in your own demeanor. Try to establish yourself as a local person. Oh yes, ano na nyame esa peja, and that is what Faila. Yes. And if you want them 11 to 10 o'clock, may attend it to Nkofu almost 106 or 7. Yeah. And I'm ready to do it. Me, yes, and also, it's a bedu and I do somewhere around 8, 9. Now I'm on for so at 10. I think I made the documentations, the policies, signing of documents, because you have to peruse it and sign obe appendi signature. So that now also when Nyama ese unye ema the assembly. Because for the assembly is for the good people of Madina. And that is what I'm doing. Number two, the structure of being an assembly member, presiding member, and MCE, a great difference.
Yeah.
One, with responsibility. With the as MCE, you are in the shoes of the president.
Yes.
You are answerable to all questions that comes to the municipality. Even Nyama and Sese ministry of local government, and as any other ministry, they have to bring it back to the assembly, because you are the local representation of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So you have to do it equally as Sena and also Otieno. Okay, His Excellency, they want the moment for instance, or a very calm person, and you have to live by that to be able to adhere every issues of concerns. One of the issues has to do with your decongestion exercise.
Yes.
And okay, you started decongestion exercise. Yeah. But I want to believe, say, because as a local government practitioner, and I've lectured a little in local governance, say let me be political in this angle.
Okay.
We from the NDC side, we shouldn't be seen as anti-traders or hawkers on the streets.
Okay, and yes, among pet traders,
they be, and yes, sir. But for what we call the human face. That is what I term it from my perspective. What we use to call the human face. There no kanwa. If you main median roads, but one more thing channel so one more pedestrians no kwani. One more ekoto idwane, omukodi dwa, omope nyama bi akoto. Mo kwani no muntimi nye omijuma. But say ubeton wade now what be impediment to these people, we will not allow you to sit there. We will make sure we clear you. But in as much as clearness, we go in with education. Much of local governance has to do with education and consultation. But that is what some of us are refusing to do. But in my shoes, I believe the education, the consultation goes deeper to the people. Education around your friend is saying, Naskata Road, Ebazungu Junction. I can bet you, as I now, I mean, you can say, Ubekoho, no money.
Wow.
So they come there immediately after 5-6. Yes.
Say, around this time, you choke into Mamomba.
Men pesa ubi abebaho. Wa ubeyo chemodin dia bahono. You be make sure say the law will be applied at its fullest. Because ye mpesa ye be yusu gidi. I say obi nyama. I say before chame. Ye mame no mo muto ade. One more na mo hwe yen go school. E be do pempe so ya nyame dia ato. If we will be doing it with all kind of brute force, I mean, to vandalize the items, no, I don't think it's a good practice. When you make the education goes down to them, the following early morning around 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. I will start decongestion. And that is what I'm seeing currently happen. But that is not to say, air clean.
Okay.
Because omuton nyama omu packages nyama no mu de gu kwan no ma sha omu bosses ma pra na ese me pra even this Saturday they clean up exercise that was from clean up exercise na me de ba
na mobile that's why mo sha mo way.
Yes, exactly. And ye sanitation officers no so they are very poised to do the work. Ma omu sa opportunity no ye yi wo mu ifi kwan na so no ye proper one no wa wuntie na wo di baller bi ebesi wo no the law will take you.
See,
you will prosecute you straight to the court. Yes, I'm telling you, it will serve as a deterrent. One person on my side,
and maybe can say, where the car Bobia area, my year decongestion, and him found areas banner. If you bring to Bruno mobile call herself more year decongestion exercise.
Thank you very much. The Madina itself centralized within the CBD area.
Okay.
Because any say the central business district. And what do right from Riz Junction, Eba Zongo Junction. From Zongo Junction, Echo Atomic Junction.
Okay.
From Zongo Junction, so Echo Madina Taxi Rank. That is the main capital area.
Okay.
I want to say, you sanitize the water. As of now, I say, the place is very quiet. No way say, Ibimu, Adia Bechano, so my banajo, Adia Bechano,
yes.
Woman ye fee no catch you say, woman ye fear, woman sisa fee no, no woman fan kotu bola. Yeah, baby fat baller no. But say won't fan to baller. Now be jay was sa baby old tono and they will take you on. I know the infant child.
That taking them on. Remember watch him ye, Papa.
Yeah.
Edu baby na assemblies ni bi. Omun provide this beans no advantage point. Enti waka chane say new run on se so besesa. Wenye baby odbegu a. Any
you are right.
We provided those.
Yeah, providing beans DB.
Okay.
Or strategic points, even in the market. Okay. Strategic points. Say woman for ball and got. One thing about some of our people, they say would the bin ever to quite on for instance, Zongo Junction in front of Ebia, young fan say school now or Baptist, and that's a Prudential Bank, and that's where the towing cars the water. The moment would the bigger container one, I'm telling you, on be year on ma. When I was the presiding member, me na minister suggestion by. So we started that. Yeah, the 2 hall. Now I best stand the following morning. But say no, obia dani honum as
refuse dump.
In the only fifty crown, no de baho. No de 50 crown, no de. Into yes, more strategic areas. Wo ye wo fin wo markets idea over turning yam. What on we pay. If I go to main center boy, you want to almost show. Every night be ano. Kabeba, no abefa. Kabeba, no abefa. Until the night, no, for them 2-3 times.
Wow.
Yeah. Until we make sure say we clear that area. And also, one of the area, it's me a sanitizing environment. You know. The other area has to do with Reese Junction to somewhere around Zogo Junction on the left side. That is when you are coming from Adenta, from left side.
Yeah.
I want to know, one of the areas draining the where you bet me, I establish some friends in tax force to be there 24 hours. And I said they will be there and close somewhere around 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Now the umbe one so from 10 also. At the next whilst we are resetting and practicing what we call 24-hour economy. I said that.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to do currently, I've had a meeting with the divisional command. I'm waiting for a meeting with the divisional command even in Adenta. We are going to put our forces together. The main central business district, and the markets on okay. The assembly itself has a land where the zonal council used to be. I want a SIT first assembly office.
Okay.
As of now, we are in court even with someone, a businessman, who claims that place to be his. And also, there is an executive instrument on that land. And me, as a leader or as a servant leader of the community, I will not allow that place to go for anyone. Because when we were growing as young kids from the 80s, you say, oh no, assembly India. So on what basis would that place belong to an individual? I will not accept that. They came to me, they wanted to see me. I told them my peace of mind. You can see me all right. But what I'm supposed to do in the interest of the community, in the interest of La Nkwantanang-Madina Municipal Assembly, I will surely exercise that right. And that is my focus.
And so far, day and as assembly no, Masha say mode tutu akwemu mube make the most of this 24-hour economy project
one has to do with the area that you are supposed to consider. We, for instance, we had the area already. In fact, Madina, by the friend saying, our first chief of Madina, any new Kwantanai then, Alaji Baba Sarki Siedu, were carving Madina in a sense that we have leaders in every corner. Madina has vast land of properties. But as now, because it's been taken by individuals. And assembly hall. Yes. We have a land. Yes. Our courts. We have, I think, about 3 or 4 in courts. Even New Road Market. Assembly there. We have a any there. Now we are serious. I will not allow it to go free. Wow. So long as there is an executive instrument attached to it, I will not allow it to go free. No matter what they will do. Some of them try to see, but I told them, my peace and my policy direction is to ensure the good people of Madina get their national peace and get what due them when it comes to the sharing of the national cake. And one of the areas, will make sure whoever is involved, no matter what you are, the courts will pronounce. And one of it, I think by Friday, tomorrow, I'm sure there will be a judgment on it. That was the advice from the court at the last sitting. Ye bompaye, ye bejinya, and the amakobi back. We don't allow any individual to take it.
Yeah. Yane Honorable Ibrahim Faila Fuseni, MCE La Nkwantanang-Madina Municipal Assembly, and Edin Koma Mesre Obeko Facebook, or question be a fatu na yankai na Honorable Ntimi Yano. Yedin Koma afa eye Madina na yebisa say so far and nyoma ekoso saying oh hode I mean issues with a year or more ball anyway. Enti yen hwe mo market no. When we are talking about marketer, we mention the Madina market. Plans ben and more the Mada market make it more vibrant.
Thank you very much. Madina market nankasa. Se Madina imwe bie pa to an extent as now I can say market na as and they are behind Oman FM. Behind Oman FM ankasa. Oh ninya honum ninya at market. So in the main market nankasa, one of our plans is to reconvert that area and mature a little guidelines. Eddie friends saying your minister hall, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, now copy chief of staff, now copy regional minister. So you be make sure say that area no yenya remodernized market, and we are preparing to do it. In fact, we've started some works on that issue. But you may be on because some parts of the lands, no, could be individual and same. Instead of we are trying to find a way of convincing some of them to come on board so that we all agree to one common goal to ensure, say, we do a 24-hour economy market within that area. But when we centralize it in that area, in a sense, in terms of security. But when you are going to apply the 24-hour economy, you have to make sure, say, you have a well-forced security attached to the system. And that is what currently we are working towards. Yani police who kasa the way we can raise more of the security. Even the internal security from the assembly at the account because a told be say as a deliberate baby normally the target area is in the market and it is one of the area as a now I mean we can say one of our young guys in Medina who has stayed in America, I think, for almost 30 years. Oma create friends saying system be gadgets kitwe we are trying to inculcate it in our system. Say usi bibiano and has a market source. It be source. So that when it's had a smoke sense, it trigger
go off.
Yes, all the system goes off. Now a trigger, now amayansu alerts. Now it's me about fire service so up to be no maybe the necessary we are
crime rate Medina to say ena ekwan ben so na anamo ben na mutu.
Crime rates in Medina as at now I can tell you we've been able to keep it down. It's just somewhere around 48-47%. But as of now I mean we can say in the last briefing I mean from the music meeting we are even dropping it down somewhere around 30-35, which I'm very sure, very optimistic say, nyame adom ye betima ye more to rate etimi ama ade no so abofom because which is areas of record government lands through the friends saying bank for sorry is it the old ministry of bank for works and housing. Yes, works and housing. Yeah, into a hono dudona omodie. And then also it falls under a certain executive instrument of the government. And also because a bidum in their own interest. Some businessmen, I will not mention their name, in their own interest have tried to use some of the spots of the lands for their own interest by putting some of these guys on the particular lands just to be executing their tax. We are doing everything possible to get all those people off the lands, get it back to the assembly, and use it for a good purpose for the community. And also now,
crime rates. Attached to crime rates here, ebia enwimbre light in Niho, Nessa, Nyoma, Ofa Street, Conessa, darkness, bibia, and no, it me breedy crime rate. Then a more faster street lighting system, and yet say Greater Accra Regional Minister, we try no more. Personally, Emra Oshasian, I realized that there are some streets and I am a driver, so me who say no, we move, but there were others, na me Medina need those areas, and you might say, in terms of Emre, Crofubenia lights, among boyfriend to mean twin shomos.
So far, Medina, within the CBD areas, we're able to put lighting across all the stretch of Medina taxi rank, social welfare, to Zongo Junction, Riz Junction, to Atomic Junction, only a very candle in the evening.
Okay.
But the other areas, regional minister, it's me here, and they say within the various electoral areas, the CBD alone, we have almost about 6-7 electoral areas within that corners. I want to know a very light and us are down. But the other electoral areas now, where the problems are. Currently, we are working in touch with the assembly members. What has been given already, and some member office within less than 2 months. May and I may show and make sure say what we are going to receive. We'll do it in collaboration with the assembly members because they know the second thing of the areas more than
what can I receive? I'm receive if you
we are going to receive it from the Ministry of Energy.
Saying like quantity saying that now.
A dorsal, but I'm yet to be briefed with the current figure. Okay. But all assemblies will also get it. But the friends and proposal according to that. Internal yen say within the short period, it's been street lights. Yeah. Around 200, yeah.
Okay.
But make sure because Medina is very big. Medina is big. And because of the crime rate, so we are trying as much as possible. Say, bit me and your more. Each and every electoral area through the assembly members. Let me fix it, baby. I'm full say darker, harbor criminals within the community. We'll fix it and then get it done throughout the municipality.
Nice one. Me who say. Me guess Imano Poku Bwedi, government communicator, Abekansa, or no, I think he knows much about the AC or Medina. He's trying to give heads up. Honorable Faila. But Honorable Yebeko Yemre final someone opens a Wodema a year Medina for, but a special issue about the lorry stations and then the taxi stations. What is the plan? Because Tali.
A serious issue. I mean, you can see. Only nya eka nsema na medika eka se ewo court no.
Oh, okay.
But the same person who claims the lorry station as owner no is, I'm told, I don't know for a fact, but I'm told because the name is the same name. But I'm yet to meet the person in physical.
Lorry station
is the same person. Yes, it's the same person who is claiming that place.
Or say Nedia.
Yes. So I don't know who sold it to him. Baby, so it's like there is some people behind the scene. Friends say in a very quiet mood. I mean, I told them, so long as I'm a product of Medina. When we were growing, in fact, that VRA station is where we sell alumi, what we call alumi.
Okay.
There is an executive instrument in 1983 on that land. I know for a fact, not that I'm saying it. Plus the one that we use for the assembly.
Yeah.
Anka, you use one to redefine that area or to modernize that area for zonal council. One of the areas. So how can one person go across every land we are not watching? Neoba residential, Neonomuso, a UCB, a BS station. Why? What do you want to achieve in the world? What do you want to achieve? Just, I know you're serious. On my way, you will not get it. And let me tell you, that's the reason why they all brought a certain candidate to vie for the MCEs. All of them, these businessmen and makers, they brought candidates.
Okay.
But the wisdom of the committee members, the wisdom of the president knows that no, it's not about you being a businessman. You can give 200,000, you can give 500,000. No, your interest doesn't supersede the interest of the majority. I am in to work in the interest of the community. Niebe ye, amma Medina for no, and I may be DH. I'm making sure say me ye the amma Medina for and your muntu papa afra. It's a lorry station as no question. we are loading on the road. Nenya has to do with a certain charges. We are charging. I invited them. We are going to sit down and look at it. If you cannot go back to the drawing table to get it as all lorry stations, then please, we have to review that particular project. And we are ready to do it.
Mate, Honorable Ibrahim Faila Hussein Enemini Din Common, or the MCE La Nkwantanang-Madina Municipal Assembly. Honorable, so much grateful and pay for your time.
Very, very grateful.
And I see in you, and I see in you, that was Papa.
Onua 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Yeah,